Hey fam, it's Jazz.
And I'm Jaden.
And we're coming to you live
With the vibe.
Come join the tribe.
What tribe?
J Tribe.
Hey, what's good, family?
What's good, family? Today we're back again with another spicy topic. And I'm sure if you have seen the thumbnail or the title, you know that today we are going to be talking about Joy Taylor and the Fox Sports Media and the lawsuit that they have recently had. So we're definitely going to dig in.
Fox got another lawsuit going out?
Yep, they got another lawsuit.
Sexual harassment?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Guess they can't keep it in their pants.
They sure can't. And guess what, family? We meant it. We are actually live.
That's a fact. We are now going live with you guys. We want to interact with you all. We want to see you guys in the chat so we can respond to it and we can interact with each other.
That's right, family. So do not be a stranger. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Say hi. Say peace. Say something. Let us know that you are here.
Facts. Don't be scared.
Disclaimer though. Disclaimer. If you are a part of the He-Man Woman Hater Club
or the I Don't Need a Man Clan,
to the left,
left. That's right. Also, if you hate accountability, this is not going to be your show.
Yeah, you got to go. All the lames got to get out of here.
Peace. That's right. But if you like to have a good time, you like to laugh and hear some different perspectives, then you're definitely in the right spot.
That's right. Also, kids, you can't watch this. You're not allowed to watch this.
No, this is an adult show. So, kids, please go to your rooms.
You don't got to go to bed. You just can't watch this show.
That's right. We don't suggest it.
Yes. And let's go ahead and just check the live stream just to make sure everything is all right before we get started, fam.
Yes.
Before we get started.
Because we are live with you guys now. So, hey, you know, we still working out a few things, but I'm happy to be going live with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Hello, fam.
Yep. Typing it up. Feel free to join us in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think. Have you guys been following this story with Joy Taylor and the lawsuit that Fox Sports has recently been filed against? I'm sure you guys have seen something. If you've been on social media, I'm sure you guys have seen something.
An image of something, right? We're here to cover that. We got that for you, family.
That's a fact. So, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead on and dig into our first clip. This kind of explains a little bit about what's going on in the case. That way, you know, we can all be up to date.
That's right. So let's go ahead and share the screen and let's get it.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Seems to be business as usual for two of the biggest names at Fox Sports 1.
Before we continue, family, let's make sure, because we are live. By the way, the mistakes are free. They're on the house.
That's right.
They are on the house. We're just making sure we're good. Okay, let's continue. Let's bring it back. Bring it back.
Hey.
Seems to be business as usual for two of the biggest names at Fox Sports 1. Accused of bad behavior in an explosive lawsuit, Skip Bayless, the former sports commentator, is still updating his Instagram with his latest football takes, even as commenters hound him about whether he really offered a former hairstylist more than $1 million to sleep with him.
Whoa!
Man, did you guys...
Whoa!
Did you guys hear that?
Whoa! $1 million he offered?
Yeah.
We're actually not going to cover that story.
We're going to touch it a little bit, but that's not going to be our main focus of this conversation. Our main focus is going to be on our girl, Joy Taylor. I know I'm saying our girl, but I don't know if that's our girl or if that's your girl. Yeah. Nevertheless, we're going to be focusing in on her. However, Skip Bayless is named also in this lawsuit for allegedly offering the person who is suing $1.5 million to sleep with her.
Oh, man.
Tell me something. Do you guys think Skip Bayless offered her 1.5 to sleep with her?
Oh, man. Let us know what you think.
Man, that's a lot of money. How many people are passing up 1.5?
Woo! Man.
I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Man. All right, family.
I know Skip was a trick.
Allegedly.
Respectfully, allegedly. Alleged trick. He's not a trick until proven guilty.
Well, don't they say it ain't tricking if you got it? No.
Well, if that's the case, I'm definitely a trick. Hey, it ain't sipping if you got it.
That's
as well.
Right. It ain't sipping if it's your wife.
That's right. Hey. And I'm from the Bay, so
right.
Ain't no simping over here.
That's right.
Not naturally. I'm simped now because I'm married. But shall we continue?
Yeah.
Before I get off topic. Okay.
Let's dig back in, family.
And Joy Taylor was back as host on FS1 show Speak as she faces accusations of racism and using sex to launch her meteoric rise to the top. We're going to take a closer look, though, at the allegations made against Taylor more specifically, and we're going to do that right now. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Webb. 37-year-old Joy Taylor is being talked about a lot right now by sports fans, legal analysts, but not for her takes on the biggest games. No, because she is named as a defendant in a sweeping sexual and workplace misconduct lawsuit against her employer, Fox Sports 1. A former hairstylist, the plaintiff in this case, Nushin Faraji, has filed a lawsuit, both for her individual claims and in a class action lawsuit. And she says she knows Taylor. She did Taylor's hair for her on-hair hosting gigs for years, and at one point the two were even friends. But Faraji claims Taylor took things too far, and now she says she created a hostile work environment. So to start off, as we talk about the claims against Joy Taylor more specifically, who is she? Who is Joy Taylor? Well, she was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She went to Barry University, this is a Catholic school in Miami Shores, Florida, where she graduated in 2009 with a degree in broadcast communications. She was manager of the school's radio station while she was there, this is according to The Vibe, and eventually she got a job working as a producer for a Miami radio station known as 790 AM The Ticket. She went on to co-host a morning drive sports radio show before going national with a job at CBS Sports, and she was the host of Fantasy Football Tuesday and Thursday Night Live on CBSSports.com, according to her company bio. But then she joined Fox Sports in 2016 and became the moderator for Skip and Shannon Undisputed.
So I'm going to pause it real quick. I just want to say that she does have a broadcasting background.
She does. You know, a lot of people have been trying to play her like, you know, she just came in there out of nowhere. But she actually has a relatively decent resume.
Yeah. If you ask me, it seems like she's pretty established. She's got some experience on her hands.
That's right? And at this time, I'm not sure, but you know, she's probably in her mid-20s or something like that. So, I mean, for a woman in their mid-20s, I mean, I would say that's pretty accomplished, right?
Yeah. And she started in high school, they mentioned, or
I don't know. I know for a fact in college she was doing.
Did they say college? My bad.
Yeah, she was doing. If you want, you could rewind that, but yeah, she was
a Catholic school in Miami Shores, Florida, where she graduated in 2009 with a degree in broadcast communications. She was manager of the school's radio station.
Oh, okay, there you go, college. Yep, just want to confirm that, family. Males, we got 2 ears. That means we got to hear twice to get it. You can attest to that, right?
You're a great listener, baby.
Hey, we're live. I just wanted to make sure, but yeah, the point is, like, she's got an early start. I mean, she got a college. She went to college and
she got a journalism degree. She was on the school's radio. She was the manager of the radio show there. So, and then even after that, she was on radio and another show apparently that she was on as well. So hey, I mean, I would say pretty decent accolades for sure, especially at her age, right? I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, she just got this position because X, Y, and Z. I'm not saying whether or not if that was the case, but what I am saying is that, hey, she did have a journalism degree and she was in that lane, right?
Yeah, I'm not an expert on her, as you can tell. I mean, most of us are not. I mean, let me just be honest, right? Yeah, we're just looking into this now.
Exactly. And this is why we're playing the video, right?
Right.
We letting the people explain, the experts explain all the information. So,
but I do remember her being on the Skip and Shannon show. I mean, I was getting out of sports around that time. I started losing interest, but I remember seeing her on the panel though. So I'm familiar with her. I've seen her before.
I am as well. I've seen her on the Colin Cowherd show and on Speak for Yourself. as she is one of the hosts on that show as well. So I've seen her around as well.
But people, they like to over exaggerate and seem like, oh, she just came out of the woodwork somewhere, just came out of the cuts. Like,
man. And I guess we'll dig a little bit more into that whole ideology behind that a little bit later, but we'll go ahead on and dig back into the clip.
Let's get it, family.
Skip and Shannon Undisputed. This was a debate-style show featuring Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, two very big personalities. And as we know, the two men would later have a public falling out. The show would later be canceled. But let's talk about Taylor, because Taylor has a very large social media presence. In fact, nearly 800,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And she not only posts her takes on sports stories, but she also provides advice on pop culture, relationships, alongside glamorous travel shots, photo shoots. In fact, on at least 2 separate occasions, Taylor got a bit personal. She addressed her experience in an abusive relationship. In 2014, she wrote a piece for Miami's Community News in response to the video of football legend Ray Rice beating his fiancée in an elevator. She wrote, "I am not a weak person. I have endured years of abuse since I was a child. I never thought as an adult I would allow someone to take my power and control me. I defended him and stood by him. I lied for him. I threw out my morals and convictions. I was very blessed to have people around me who were stronger than me, people who pushed me to leave and reminded me every day, despite my depression and darkness, that I could take control and leave." And in 2017, on an episode of Undisputed, she talked about live on air about the struggle of being a survivor of domestic violence. But now, she stands accused of using her sexuality to get ahead, and later, her position at Fox Sports to bully a fellow staff member. You see, Taylor is mentioned by name more than 80 times in Nushin Faraji's civil complaint, which was filed at the end of last week in the Superior Court of Los Angeles. Hey, so our plan is to keep on...
Dang, so she was named 80 times?
80 times,
in the lawsuit?
family.
Wow. It seems as though Miss Faraj really wanted to basically throw Joy Taylor out there like, hey, she is part of this. She is a part of this. It's not just the men.
Yeah.
It's not just Skip who's offered me $1.5 million, but Joy got something to do with this too. So curious to hear a little bit more as to how did Joy wind up in this lawsuit.
Yeah, right, yeah. We're gonna find out, family.
And that's right.
And we're gonna find out now. As soon as I share the screen. There we go.
I'm following this Joy Taylor and Skip Bayless story for you, and with that in mind, I have to thank our sponsor, Upside, because it's their support that helps make episodes like this possible. To download Upside, or you scan the QR code on screen, every gallon on your Faraji Bayless, the 73-year-old sports commentator who Faraji says made her uncomfortable in the workplace. She accuses him of sexual harassment, saying he made excuses to touch her or give her extended hugs and kisses when she gave him a haircut each week. And she even alleges he offered her $1.5 million to have sex with him, an offer that she says she was mortified to hear and quickly declined. But now we want to focus more on Taylor.
Whoa. So the hairstylist, how you say her name? How you pronounce it? Starts with a T. Taraji?
We'll just call her Miss Faraj.
Yeah, Faraj. I said Taraji.
Yeah, Miss Faraj.
Family, I promise you, there's no alcohol in here. I'm so upset. I wish there was, family. It's just coffee.
Man.
I said Taraji. My bad.
No, it's all good.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Ferrari. What was it? Faraji?
Faraji.
Oh, my bad. Making it worse.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
I'm sure
Dang, Skip.
Yeah.
Dang, Skip.
Well, if this did happen, that is wild. Yeah, Skip actually offering $1.5 million for her to sleep with him. I don't know. It sounds like a stretch.
That sounds unbelievable, though.
1.5.
But the fact that he's involved in any way.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. And as we know, well, as I'm sure some of us know, Skip's not doing too well right now. I mean, the show with him and Shannon got canceled. So he's not doing his big show anymore. I don't think he has a show right now. So that's not great for Skip. And as we know, Shannon's been doing pretty good lately.
Yeah, for sure.
He's been doing good.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, obviously we can see that Skip kind of got the short end of the stick.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, maybe he should have thought twice before making those comments that he did when it came to Shannon Sharpe. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so yeah, if he did do this, it's wild, and it's gonna further mess his career up if this all ends up coming out to be true. Sure. And mind you, he's married. Skip Bayless is a married man as well, and as the guy just said, he's in his 70s.
Yeah, he up there.
You know, so yeah.
All right, let's get back to it.
Yeah, let's dive back in.
In this complaint, what wrongdoing is she accused of? So we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into the specific allegations made against her. And by the way, at the time of this recording, she has yet to make any sort of public statement about Faraji's lawsuit. And Ms. Taylor is back on the airwaves. We'll talk about that too, but let's get into the complaint. So the complaint reads, quote, Defendant Joy Taylor is a media personality and television host for Fox. She co-hosts the show Speak on FS1. At all relevant times, Ms. Taylor was an agent of Fox and had authority to make decisions impacting Ms. Faraji's employment. By the way, that's important in an agent kind of context because you're saying her actions should hold the company responsible. Just keep that in mind.
Lawyer talk.
Mm-hmm.
Upon information and belief, Ms. Taylor is a resident of the state of California. Now, according to Faraji, Taylor had moved from Miami to Los Angeles in March of 2016, reportedly with the express intention of trying to get airtime on Fox. And she would occasionally fill in if the regular host was out, didn't really have a permanent position yet. But Taylor and Faraji became friends. And when that happened, Faraji says she learned that Taylor was recently married, but that her husband had stayed behind in Miami. So at the time, Faraji had been working part-time for Fox Sports as a hairstylist and barber for Fox Sports 1 Talent, and then she was hired full-time in 2016. So this is around the same time that Taylor started to climb the professional ladder.
Okay.
Well, not long after arriving in Los Angeles, Faraji says that Taylor's behavior started to blur the lines between personal and professional. That's her allegation.
Uh-oh.
So the complaint reads, in approximately May of 2016, Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet for a drink in Santa Monica. When Miss Faraji arrived, she found Miss Taylor with an older man, Fox Sports' Executive Vice President of Content, Mr. Dixon, Charlie Dixon. As Executive Vice President, Mr. Dixon is responsible for overseeing all content and production on FS1. Miss Faraji, however, did not know Mr. Dixon.
Whoa!
When Mr. Dixon went to buy them another round of spicy margaritas, Miss Faraji asked who he was. Miss Taylor responded that he was just a friend. Following
can
that
you say he's just a friend? Yeah, she said he's just a friend.
Family.
That's buying us the drinks.
Oh, man. Miss Faraji is
spilling the tea.
Thank you.
Alleged tea.
Yeah, alleged tea. There we go. Alleged, yes.
He was. Miss Taylor responded that he was just a friend. Following that night, whenever Miss Faraji would meet with Miss Taylor for drinks or food, Mr. Dixon would either arrive with Miss Taylor or show up later in the night and leave with Miss Taylor. He would always buy rounds of drinks and or food. From their body language, Miss Faraji suspected that the pair were sleeping with each other.
Oh.
And although this concerned Miss Faraji, as she knew Miss Taylor was recently married, Miss Faraji kept her opinions to herself. The complaint goes on to say, in approximately...
Whoa, family.
If this is true, it looks terrible for Joy Taylor, because first and foremost, she was married at the time, right? And not only that, but this is the executive vice president of media of the company, clearly a superior, right? So it definitely does not look good, especially if this is true, man.
Yeah, this is looking, it's terrible, family. This is spicy. Okay, let's get back to it.
In June of 2016, while at work, Miss Faraji noticed Mr. Dixon in the elevator. Surprised by the coincidence, Miss Faraji found Miss Taylor and told her excitedly, "The guy who always buys us our drinks was in the elevator." Miss Taylor quickly silenced Miss Faraji, explaining who he was. Miss Faraji became alarmed. and warned Miss Taylor that such a relationship was unsafe. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. Miss Faraji continued to be friends with Miss Taylor, but tried to distance herself as she considered the situation dangerous as well as morally wrong, as Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon were both married.
Oh, they were both creeping.
Dang.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. They're both committing adultery, breaking the 7th commandment.
Yeah, not okay, man. Family. Not okay. If she was doing this, if they was doing this, man, that'd be the death penalty.
That's right.
In ancient times.
Yeah. Man, we need to return back to those times, if you ask me. Man, I got to bring up the 5-letter B word. B-I-B-L-E.
Yes.
So then we go to July of 2016, and apparently word started to spread that there was going to be this big show, this new show that was coming to FS1, starring Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe. I talked about it before, this Undisputed show. Now, company executives have reportedly been looking for a woman to host the show as well. And according to Faraji, they were looking for somebody who had some pretty serious TV experience. Well, the complaint says, therefore, it came as a surprise when Fox announced that Miss Taylor, who is a bartender and radio host in Miami with very little TV experience, would be the moderator of the new show, a sports debate program, Skip and Shannon Undisputed.
Oh, that's a curveball right there. Because earlier, y'all saw me give my opinion. I'm like, she got experience and blase. But according to this report,
this is Miss Faraji's words.
Yes, they were looking for somebody with extensive TV experience. And she had, it says, a radio host who was a bartender and radio host in Miami with very little TV experience. So she has radio experience, but not as much TV experience.
According to Miss Faraji. And I do find it interesting, though, that Miss Faraji, she left out, the fact that she has degrees and was doing this in college, but she just pretty much limited her to a bartender and a radio host.
Yeah, that is shade, though. That is shade. Yeah, good catch.
Right, she kind of...
Yeah. That's not objective.
But obviously, they're painting a picture of Joy Taylor, as being obviously someone who she feels like was not deserving of the job.
Now, I got to ask, though, is there a difference between radio experience and TV experience? This is me being objective. I can't help it, family. I'm kind of a dork, as you can tell. I'm just asking, is this a legit claim?
Well, if this is true, right, if they were looking for someone with extensive TV experience, then obviously Joy would not have met that qualification. However, was that the only qualification they were looking for?
That's a good point. I mean, she's not hiring, so she's not doing the hiring process. She's the hairstylist. She's the hairstylist. So how does she really even know that?
Yeah, so let's keep that in mind as we're listening to this too. She was the hairstylist. So any information that she got was always going to be secondhand. It's not like she got this directly from the executives and the people who were hiring.
She was part of the hiring process. Like, she's doing hair.
Exactly.
I mean, no shout out to doing hair. I'm not being boosty, family, but I'm just saying, like, how can she really speak on this like that? Unless she got some intel that we don't know.
Yeah.
But it just seems kind of far-fetched. And just to throw shade, she was just a bartender and radio host. But I gotta say this, radio and TV is different.
They are different.
It is different.
And I'm not sure how much TV experience she has, if any. It says she had very little TV experience. But again, I don't know, right? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, TV and radio are obviously different.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, I mean, it's all right. I mean, you don't necessarily need like the crazy amount of experience. I mean, hey, if you're likable, you have a charisma. I mean, people will give you an opportunity. They'll hire you 100%. Just for being likable and being a sponge, being willing to learn. So I'm just being objective. Maybe she came in like that when she got hired. Maybe she didn't just get hired right away for sleeping with Dixon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it's being painted, right? That's the opinion. But maybe she came in just being likable and being a sponge, being willing to learn.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get an opportunity. You can get hired just for doing so. Yeah. So maybe they overlooked the TV experience. Maybe it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah. I'm sure they were looking for several things. I'm sure, and I'm sure she met at least some of those qualifications, because if not, they probably wouldn't have hired her. I mean, she does have a journalism degree. Also, her brother, which we'll see videos about that too. But her brother was also in the Hall of Fame as well, I believe, a football player. So, I mean, it's a little bit of, hey, well, she's, in the family with a football player, so.
Oh, thanks for bringing that out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that helps too. They say it's who you know.
Yeah,
that's important. But that's a gym family. It's a gym to make sure that we collab with other people.
Yeah.
To connect with other people, because it is about who you know. That's how you get opportunities. So it's a gem in that. I'm not hating on her for that. I mean,
yeah, for sure. Me either.
It helps. So
it does help. It does help. And if we think that type of stuff does not get counted in interviews, we'd be sadly mistaken. Is it fair? Maybe it's not fair, but it's life.
That's right. That's right, family. Alrighty then. Let's get it.
Now, according to a press release from Fox Sports, which has now been removed from their website, President of Fox Sports National Networks, Jamie Horowitz, made the announcement saying, "Joy loves fearless sports talk and is a natural match for Skip and Shannon. Since joining the Fox Sports team, she's hosted several shows and proved she has what it takes to work with the best." And Taylor herself said at the time, "I'm very excited for the opportunity to work with Skip Bayless, the top opinionist in the business, and Shannon Sharp, legendary NFL tight end and Hall of Famer. I love a good debate and look forward to sitting with these two and seeing what happens every day."
Seems legit to me. I mean, the Jamie Horowitz, the Fox News National Network's president. I mean, he vouched for her.
Yeah. Said she was a great fit.
So, yeah, what was Faraji talking about?
Well, in the lawsuit, they gotta paint certain things a certain kind of way.
It's like Jawsing. But we gotta get more though. We gotta get more.
We gotta get more information.
This is what I'm gathering so far.
Yes, we're being objective. I know.
Yes.
A lot of people you gonna listen to, they just gonna bash her. They're gonna bash the person that's filing the lawsuit. But you know what? We gonna create an objective opinion based upon the information that we see.
Yeah, I don't mind passion. Yeah, it's entertaining, to have an opinion. But let's not be quick to just cut each other, family.
Before we even hear anything, oh, well, you're guilty.
Man, already out for blood already. Like, goodness gracious.
Man, I know. I mean, we're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty in America, last time I checked.
That's right. Man.
A good debate and look forward to sitting with these two and seeing what happens every day. But the lawsuit reads, Mr. Bayless later disclosed to Miss Faraji that he didn't want Miss Taylor on the show, but Mr. Dixon was adamant that Miss Taylor should star. Think about that based on this alleged relationship between the two of them. The complaint says at first, Mr. Dixon arranged a dinner between Mr. Bayless and Miss Taylor where she arrived in provocative clothing and acted in a provocative manner. When that did not change Mr. Bayless's opinion of Miss Taylor, Mr. Dixon asked him to approve of her as a favor to him. Reluctantly, Mr. Bayless agreed to do so as a favor to his friend. So it seems there was...
Also, Bayless wasn't cool with it. He was like, nah, we got to get somebody else. As a favor to his friend.
Mr. Like, Dixon.
All
right, we'll go with her. Okay, I'm going to just say it because I'm sure nobody else is saying this. Nobody else is going to point it out.
Baby, say it.
But how did Miss Faraji know how Taylor dressed? Because she was like, oh, she dressed in provocative clothing. Well, how do you know what she dressed in? You know what I'm saying? I mean, is she saying that, okay, because obviously Miss Faraji wasn't there during this meeting. So is she saying like this is what Skip had told her? That, okay, well, she was dressed up in this provocative type clothing and I don't know. So I do find that very interesting that she's kind of like talking about things that she wasn't actually there for.
Yeah, she wasn't there. However, maybe she got it from Skip.
She could have got it from Skip.
Because they're going through a whole kerfuffle or lawsuit, as you will. So maybe at the time they were cool?
Well, they did have a relationship.
Yeah.
They did have, she used to do his hair. So they did have a relationship. And maybe he felt comfortable telling the hairstylist all this information about Joy Taylor. Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Man, all right. This is crazy, family.
Yeah, I know.
There's some Jerry Springer stuff.
Man.
Wasn't immediate love between some of Fox Sports' hottest stars, and the alleged relationship between Taylor and Executive Vice President Charlie Dixon was reportedly maybe not as secret as they thought. I think that could be a fair argument. But then the lawsuit says that around 2016, Miss Faraji attended a dinner with Miss Taylor and her husband and Mr. Dixon and his wife.
Whoa!
During the dinner, Miss Taylor's husband became suspicious that Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon were having a sexual relationship. Soon after the dinner, Miss Taylor's husband found evidence of the inappropriate relationship and divorced Miss Taylor.
Oh!
Whew. Man, okay, so what Miss Faraji is alleging is that Joy Taylor and her husband, along with Mr. Dixon and his wife, were at dinner together. Now, that is messy, first and foremost. If this did happen, this is super, super messy. But I also want to point out that this is a little bit hearsay because, again, Miss Faraji was not here. Miss Faraji was not there during this dinner. How did she know that that Joy Taylor's husband became suspicious of Miss Taylor?
Maybe Faraji and Miss Taylor were cool at the time.
Well,
I'm up here just. We trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
we trying to figure this out, family.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. Well, it does say that they were cool, but were they best friends?
They got photos, as we see.
They do.
They got multiple photos together, right?
I just have a question.
We've seen at least one, or they got pictures. They do
have pictures, and they were cool. They were cool for sure. That's no denying that. But I mean, I don't know. I've been a girl. I've talked to my friends before. Typically, you know, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, well, you know, and then my husband, you know, he got suspicious of me and he knew what was going on. Like, why would Miss Taylor, Joy Taylor, feel the need to tell her this very personal information? Like, this is really, this isn't just something that like, oh, you know, like just some simple stuff. Like, this is very, very, very personal information. Not only does it affect your marriage, it affects your livelihood. It affects your job. So I do find it a little interesting. Was Joy Taylor really willing to tell her all this personal information about her? I don't know.
If she trusted her at the time.
Maybe, but that's not your best friend. It's not like you've known this girl since high school or something. Like, you met her at the job.
So you're saying they're more like just like co-workers?
I mean, I don't know what they were, but I'm just saying that 9 times out of 10, most people are not going to feel that comfortable telling someone who we might be co-worker friends, okay?
No, I might know.
Co-worker,
buddy, associate. Know, I mean, yeah, that's not really a friend. That's just.
I mean, you know,
cool
we
at
cool.
The job, right?
We cool, but you're not like my bestie.
Yeah,
you're not like someone I known since like high school or something like that. No, I met you on the job, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad you shared that perspective. Yeah, because I definitely didn't see it like that. I was like, I don't know what I'm thinking, fam. I'm just gathering this information, really.
Yeah, and it's good. That's what we're doing here. We're gathering information. We're asking questions because, hey, we're trying to get to the bottom of it. We're trying to see what's going on.
Yeah, already. Yeah, that's already messy. Yeah, that's like something you see on one of those soap operas or something. Like where both married couples are together and they both sleeping around with each other. That's like,
man, that's messy.
That's something you see on like one of them sitcoms or something.
Man, for real. It's messy. If this happened, this is super messy. And if this did happen, I do not blame Joy Taylor's husband for divorcing her, because obviously if he found out what was going on for real, nah, that's not cool.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, and they were already separate. Well, they were living in different places.
Yeah, they were living.
I was gonna say separated, but they weren't separated. They were just living in different places. So.
Which is also kind of odd, right?
Yeah, like, it is. I know sometimes your job,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
but LA and Miami, that's pretty far apart to make a relationship, a marriage work, you know? And I don't know, interesting. It is interesting though. It definitely leaves room for things to happen when you're living that far apart.
Absolutely. Let's get back to it. Let's go ahead and share the screen.
So all of this really sets up the power dynamics that Faraji says were going on, right? Because to be clear, none of this relates to Faraji yet, right? Taylor hasn't allegedly done anything to Faraji yet in this narrative, in this complaint. Okay. The bottom line is that she was friends with Taylor, and when Taylor was selected to moderate on Undisputed, she had requested Faraji to be her hairstylist. So she's becoming more powerful. The two are becoming close.
Okay.
At the time, talking about their close relationship, the two women often posted on Instagram about the different ways that Faraji would do Taylor's hair. And Faraji eventually started cutting Bayless's hair too. So now that leads us to 2017, when Faraji went to Taylor's birthday party at a rooftop bar. She says at that party, Dixon was there. He was drinking heavily. She claims he approached her, started touching her lower back, and asked if she wanted to do shots. Faraji says she told him no, but then he allegedly groped her behind.
What?
If this did happen, this is crazy.
Oh man.
So now Mr. Dixon, not only is he allegedly sleeping around with Joy Taylor, but now he's trying to fill up on her.
Oh man.
That's messy.
His complaint says Ms. Faraji did not know who to turn to, but as she knew Ms. Taylor was sleeping with Mr. Dixon, she turned to her. Surprisingly, Ms. Taylor responded to get over it and explained that she herself only had her job because of Mr. Dixon, and that Ms. Faraji only had her job because Ms. Taylor requested her. She warned that Mr. Dixon could take both away.
Whoa.
Now, this was not the only time that Taylor reportedly...
Oh, just get over it.
Just get over it.
Oh, man.
And also, can you rewind that back real fast?
Yeah, absolutely. Baby? This is crazy. You want me to go back farther?
No, that's good. That's good. Let's play that back.
And explained that she herself only had her job because he allegedly groped her behind. Faraji's complaint says Ms. Faraji did not know who to turn to, but as she knew Ms. Taylor was sleeping with Mr. Dixon, she turned to her. Surprisingly, Ms. Taylor responded to get over it and explained that she herself only had her job because of Mr. Dixon, and that Ms. Faraji only had her job because Ms. Taylor requested her. She warned that Mr. Dixon could take both away. Now, this was not the only time that Taylor reportedly wanted Faraji to, quote, get over incidents involving her coworkers.
Oh.
You see, Faraji lays out this other incident where a female talent member, just called Anonymous in the complaint, had lunch with Faraji. The complaint reads there, Anonymous told Ms. Faraji that she would no longer be with Fox, as Mr. Dixon told her that she would need to have sex with him if she wanted to renew her contract, but she had refused. Anonymous further conveyed that 1, Mr. Dixon was doing this to other women talent, 2, she should warn Ms. Taylor to be careful, and 3, a talk show host had recently reported Mr. Dixon. So following the lunch, Ms. Faraji called Ms. Taylor to convey what Anonymous had stated. Ms. Taylor responded that no one gives an F about Anonymous or the talk show host who had reported Mr. Dixon.
Whoa.
So quite...
Oh, dang.
Dang. So
Miss Taylor was hating on Anonymous.
Okay.
Dang, nobody gives a F-U-C-K. Oh,
like, we don't give a F about what you going through.
Man.
Just basically...
Because she got her job because she's literally given an F-U-C-K.
Man.
Allegedly.
Shit. Joy Taylor, like, look, the only reason why y'all got a job is because I'm sleeping with homeboy over here.
Oh.
So if y'all don't shut up and be quiet.
Oh, man.
Man, this is all alleged, but this looks messy.
Yeah, shout out to Anonymous, though.
Yeah, I wonder why she wasn't named in the lawsuit.
Yeah, I know this is more information. I mean, because it's more information. That's why I'm saying that. Dang. I mean, they telling it out. I mean...
Yeah, this happened. Yeah, this is crazy.
Letting it be known
because it makes it look like basically Joy was also a part of the whole like getting women, I guess, to sleep with Dixon, right? Because it's kind of getting painted in that way where Joy Taylor, she's telling them to be quiet. If he's groping on you, get over it. So yeah, some people could look at this like, hey, was she grooming these ladies? Man,
that's a whole nother a whole nother dynamic. Oh man,
was Mr. Dixon putting her in place so that she can groom these other women to be down to do the same things that she was doing? I don't know, family, but if this was happening,
he said, "Get over it. Nobody gives a F-U-C-K."
Man, man, that's crazy. That's shady. If she said that, dang.
And Anonymous is a witness.
And yeah, she's a witness, but she's anonymous.
Well, because they don't want, people to know who that person is. So,
she don't want no backlash.
Yeah, if you're going to tell them the information, if you're going to reveal information, I think it's a good idea to be anonymous. Yeah. You don't want people knocking at your door.
It's true, but at the same time, if you are anonymous, it's harder for me to believe you because if this is real, why not just come out and say it?
But isn't that like so-called snitching?
well, you stitching anyway.
To me, that's not this is not snitching though. I mean, that gets blurry. The whole definition of snitching, right? But I don't look at Anonymous as a snitch.
Like, for saying her what happened in her situation.
Because Anonymous is revealing information about Dixon, about him with his sexual harassment and Miss Taylor's involvement.
Yeah,
you know, she seemed like obviously she's cool with it. Nobody gives a FUCK. So the reason why I'm just bringing this up is because she's revealing information. I'm snitching. That's different. That's like I would say when you like in the streets and then like there's a whole there's rules.
It's street code.
Right.
They're not in the streets, obviously.
Yeah, that's a different.
It's a different situation for sure.
Yeah. So if we can prevent danger. We can save lives actually by quote unquote snitching. But in this case, that's actually not snitching. That's revealing information for people's protection. So, So that's different. So that's all. Is Anonymous doing that? That's kind of how I look at it so far. But you seem like you're not really looking at it that way.
I would just say that people are gonna look at it a little strange if you say, okay, this is what happened, but then you don't want nobody to say like your name and you want to be like quiet and under like why? You know, if this really did happen to you, then why are you trying to be why are you trying to be anonymous? That's all I was saying.
No, that's what you're saying. Yeah. And I guess what I'm saying is that just for her own protection, she don't want people coming at her and getting death threats and all the backlash that comes for revealing this information. So that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe she just kind of wants her privacy. You know, like people like when we watch like the shows where like there's a snitch and like the voice is deepened and you don't see who the person is. So I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of looking at it from that standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good perspective, definitely.
I don't know. But I mean, this is not that thing. So I hear what you're saying, though. Might as well just go ahead and just reveal who you are because
you're giving out the information.
Yeah, and this situation is different. And you guys are not running the streets and you guys are drug dealers or whatever. Like, this is a different situation. This is about calling out sexual harassment in the workplace. So you might as well let people know who you are.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't mind changing my perspective on things. I'm just trying to figure this out, family, because this is crazy.
Yeah, because ultimately, if you are experiencing any sort of sexual harassment in the workplace, you have to make it known. You should definitely make it known, right? Don't be afraid to speak out. Say it. Go to the higher ups. Let people know, hey, this is what happened to me. This wasn't right, you know?
So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to put you on the spot. Can I put you on the spot?
Yeah, put me on the spot.
You always put me on the spot, baby. So I'm going to put you on the spot one time. Is that all right? So, like, if you were an anonymous situation, would you be anonymous or would you put your name on it? Be like, I did.
If this happened, if this actually legitimately happened, oh, yeah, I'm saying something. You think I'm not about to get some of this soup money? Of course I am.
But anonymous is saying something too, though.
That's what I'm saying. What do you mean?
Like, would you tell people that, you know, I'm Jazz and I'm revealing the sexual harassment that's going on in the workplace. Like, would you go by, you know, would you tell people your name, Jazz, or would you go by anonymous?
I'm not going by anonymous. I'm going by my name because not only am I about to be helping, because if this actually happened, like if you are someone, if I was someone that actually legitimately experienced sexual harassment at my job and my job was threatened because of this sexual harassment, of course I'm telling. I am telling. I'm getting on the lawsuit along with Ms. Faraji. You can know my name because guess what? I'm going to be a part of the lawsuit. Like, it's not right what's happening, right? So, like, I don't think that victims of sexual harassment should feel like they have to be anonymous or they have to hide. No, if they're the ones that's doing wrong, they should be the ones that's ashamed, right? They should be the ones that's trying to hide. So
that's right, baby. That's right. Stand on it. I see you. I see you. All right. All right, for sure. So in other words, anonymous is questionable?
I'm not sure. I find it interesting that she didn't want to, because, okay, let's be real. Let me know, ladies, if you were experiencing sexual harassment at your job, you know you work at a big company like Fox, okay? Are you gonna hop on the lawsuit too because it actually happened to you? Just let me know. Are you gonna try to get part of that bag?
Yeah, I said it. I said it. Yep.
Yep. It happened to me too. I know. And I know a lot of people hate that Me Too movement.
Me too. Me too.
Yep, it happened to me too. I'm just saying, if it actually did happen.
Yeah.
Now, if it didn't happen, that's wrong, right? You shouldn't be hopping on nothing and it didn't happen to you. So I want to make that clear as well. But if it did happen to you, then yeah, you have the right to be like, no, that happened to me too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, sounds good. Appreciate that perspective.
Yeah. Okay, family. Let's go ahead on and dig back in.
The allegation there, and again, according to Faraji's account, despite Taylor allegedly having this affair with Dixon that led to a divorce, according to Faraji, it appears this relationship was ongoing. And she claims that in 2018, Taylor's new fiancé broke off their engagement. After, quote, learning of Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon's sexual relationship, Miss Taylor's then fiancé broke off the engagement and threatened to go public with all that he knew. On information and belief, Mr. Dixon paid for the wedding deposits in an informal exchange for her fiancé's silence. So when we say information and belief, it's basically saying that's what we currently believe happened, but as this litigation progresses, as we go through discovery, we'll be able to prove that. But essentially what Faraji is alleging is that Dixon paid for part of his lover and her fiancé's wedding as a way to keep him quiet.
Wow.
Again, quite a stunning allegation. But again, how does this relate back to Faraji? What is the wrongdoing there? We're going to get to that. But I should also say that Miss Faraji, this hairstylist, she doesn't just allege this. She also alleges that Dixon may not have been the only Fox Sports 1 employee that Taylor was having sex with. In approximately February 2020, Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When Miss Faraji arrived, she found Miss Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Acho. Miss Faraji did not know Mr. Acho, but could tell that the two were romantically involved. A few months after meeting Mr. Acho at the lunch, Miss Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. Miss Faraji later asked Miss Taylor if Mr. Acho also worked at Fox. Miss Taylor confirmed and explained that she wanted Mr. Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. Miss Faraji became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that she should probably not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time, as Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man that may become very angry. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. This part's important. She explained that she was also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent.
This is insane, family.
Whew. This is messy. Wow. If this happened as Miss Faraji is alleging, this looks crazy. First and foremost, Joy Taylor saying, hey, you know what? I got power now too. Yeah, I'm sleeping with the boss, so I got the power.
And when the time comes, I'm going to get him out of the way. I'm going to air out the dirty laundry.
Essentially, she's going to be doing what Miss Faraji is currently doing now.
Yeah. Oh, that's well said. Well said.
Looks like Miss Faraji took a play out of Miss Taylor's book, huh? No, if this happened. Allegedly.
Allegedly, we have to say that. Right?
We have to say that. Because, hey, you know, I do believe that, hey, if this, you know, we got to see all the evidence, right? I'm not just going to say, well, she's, you know, she did it and we don't know, right? We still, the trial is still pending, right? So
that's right.
We shall see. But man, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, these are some insane allegations. Is that the word I'm looking for? Insane. Yeah, that's the word, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I live in the Central Valley. It's the Central Valley education has an effect for me. I'm originally from the Bay, but
shout out to the Bay.
Yeah, I'm still holding on. I don't live in the Bay no more, but you can't take me out of the Bay. Well, you can take me out of the Bay, but you'll never take the Bay out of me.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, but yeah, this is insane, family. This is nuts.
This is crazy. If this is how it's going down at Fox Sports, my goodness gracious. Everybody sleeping with everybody, and Mr. Dixon, he got himself a ring. He trying to get everybody, all the women the hairstylist, you name it, he going for it, okay? Mr. Dixon, boy, he had some time on his hands.
Yeah, he was tricking to the moon for real.
Man, and according to this lawsuit, allegedly, Joy Taylor was a part of it. She was telling women to be quiet and just basically let yourself get groped on. And if not, don't nobody care about you.
Basically, know your role and shut your mouth. That's what she was saying.
Stay
As
in
Rock
your
used to say
lane.
back in the day. Stay in your lane.
That's a fact. So, man, this definitely don't look good for Fox News. This don't look Fox Sports. This don't look good for Joy Taylor. This definitely don't look good also for Mr. Dixon or Skip Bayless. So.
No, yeah. First it was Fox News. Now it's Fox Sports. Man, what's up with Fox? What's going on, Fox?
Man, I don't know how that workplace be getting down, but yeah, it doesn't look good.
Just, man.
Man, for real. Okay, family, we have one more video that we are going to dig into. This video is by Jason Whitlock. I'm not sure if you all know who he is, but he's a commentator as well, and he used to work for Fox Sports as well. And he has his take on Joy Taylor and his experience working with her. So let's check out his point of view.
That Joy Taylor is a symbol of this whole feminist movement, this whole Black Queens movement, this whole DEI movement, this whole sharing everything with women, and hey, there's got to be a woman host on all of these shows. Well, there's consequences to that. And this whole system has been set up to create the kind of chaos and division and inefficiency and corruption that we're seeing spelled out in this lawsuit, but we're seeing spelled out all across American media.
What?
So, what is he saying? Is he trying to say that DEI, diversity and inclusion, is the reason why this lawsuit is happening? That women, being in men's spaces is the reason why this is happening?
That's what he just said. Let's see. 420.
That's the real story from this. And it's not that I don't say that for anybody else. I'm just telling you the reality. That Joy Taylor is a symbol of this whole feminist movement, this whole Black Queens movement, this whole DEI movement.
He lumped in feminism, Black Queen, and DEI.
All in the same.
All in the same gumbo.
Man.
That's just a ball of confusion, family. Ball of confusion. And what he said. What he said was a ball of confusion.
It was. Because how you going to lump them all in together like they're the same thing?
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Gracious. And then put single Black female.
Man, he know he being messy.
Yeah. I actually need a drink.
For real. Man, y'all need a drink?
Yeah. Toast.
Yeah.
The empty cup.
Man.
Yeah, that's a lot to lump in.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And yes, he is a very controversial figure.
Oh, yeah.
You either hate him or love him. You either agree with him or you disagree with him.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah, very, very interesting how he's lumping everybody in there together and saying that Joy Taylor is the symbol of all of this. She's the symbol of DEI. She's the symbol of Black Queens. She is the symbol of, what else did he say? She is the symbol of DEI,
diversity,
diversity and inclusion, the Black Queens, and as well as, I guess, women working in the feminist movement. There you go. The feminist movement and women working in environments with men.
What in the world?
Yeah, very, very, very weird. But
yeah, he sounds ass of 9, ass of 10, ass of 11, ass of 12. Family sounds like an ass.
That is a
What's
fact.
good? What's good, Dacarius? What's good? What's good, Dacarius? What's good with you, King?
Hey, shalom,
we got
shalom.
family. Shalom, shalom, family. That means peace. Peace. In Hebrew. That's right. But nah, Jason Whitlock is completely wrong. Baby, you are a black queen.
Oh, thank you.
So for him to say that, I feel a type of way. I feel disrespected because you are a black queen. You are my queen. In Hebrew, that is Malka. You are my Malka. You are my queen. So he shouldn't say what he just did. But hey, that's his opinion. He has a right to sound like an ass.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, he definitely showing himself. And yeah, you know, hey, like my husband said, you either hate him or you love him. But I'll tell you right now, I don't listen to a lot of his takes, but just that right there alone already letting me know, I ain't really rocking with it. But
yes, and you know who also was a black queen? Queen Esther.
That's right.
I'm gonna walk off of that.
That's right. A real black queen from the Bible.
Man, I guess, hey, if you just want to just get attention and just say outrageous things just to get attention, I mean, I guess it's working.
Oh, it's definitely working for him. For sure. And you know what, family? That's not all he said. That is not all he said. So we are going to dig back in and hear a little bit more of Jason Whitlock's interesting takes on Joy Taylor.
Yes. But before I do, family, I just want to go ahead and say, like, share, subscribe, and comment, family.
Please.
Yeah, we appreciate the support.
Yes, we do.
And also, I forgot, family, to highlight some of these responses that we're getting.
Yes, we love interacting with you guys in the chat. Thank you so much for rocking with us.
Absolutely, fam. Oh, well, I'm having trouble. I want to highlight this comment on the screen. I guess it's not letting me. Yeah.
Hey, family, that's lives for you.
Yeah,
you know?
It's lives for sure, family. Oh, yeah, okay. I know what I got to do. I got to go to, because we are live, family. It's, is the community, well, you know what? I got to put the, well, I guess we'll just come back to it. I'll come back to it. So you want to continue with the video?
Yeah, let's go
as
ahead
I work out the bugs. All right, family. Let's go ahead and share the screen. This is crazy.
This whole sharing everything with women and, hey, there's got to be a woman host on all of these shows. Well, there's consequences to that. And this whole system has been set up to create the kind of chaos and division and inefficiency and corruption that we're seeing spelled out in this lawsuit, but we're seeing spelled out all across American media. We'll stick to sports media, but this all applies to cable news and hard news media, the whole 9 yards. When the goal is, in sports media, hey, how can we discover the next Aaron Andrews? How can we discover the next sideline Barbie? How can we empower the next hot girl that becomes a television star?
No, he sounds better, don't
he? He definitely sounds better, for sure.
I think he believes the junk that he's saying, though.
I think he does. You know, I think he definitely does. He probably grew up in an era where, you know, a lot of women, you know, didn't work in quote unquote jobs that, you know, certain men felt like women shouldn't be in, you know, and maybe when it comes to sports commentary, Jason Whitlock is basically saying, well, women shouldn't even be in these environments.
So I agree. I agree. Decarious. Yeah, women hosts bring dynamic for sure.
I agree.
For sure. And as I stated, family, I'm not a simp. I like to see balance.
Yeah. We need balance.
Yeah,
right?
he sound like he a part of the He-Man Woman Hater Club.
Oh, for sure. He like the president.
Yeah, he on that vibe, huh? He on that wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
That low vibration.
You know, I'm sure even the men themselves will say, yeah, we would like a woman's perspective from time to time, you know? So for him just to be like, oh, well, women shouldn't be in this environment just sounds crazy to me.
Let's continue, family. Let me know when to stop, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you're putting male executives in a position where they're constantly interviewing 25, 26, 27-year-old women who don't know all that much about sports. They pretend that they do know a lot about sports. And hey, Joy Taylor's brother is in the NFL Hall of Fame. And that means what? That she knows football? Hardly, in my opinion, and in everybody's opinion. Does that mean, oh, her brother's in the Hall of Fame? I want to hear what Joy Taylor has to say about football and basketball. No.
She was the moderator.
She was the moderator.
She don't gotta be an expert. Whether she is or not, she's moderating between Skip and Shannon at the time when they had the show. So I don't know what he's jawsing about.
I'm not sure, you know. I mean, now in her role on Speak, she does have a vocal role. She's not just moderating. But just to assume, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. But just to lump all women who are 25, 26, and 27 in on the fact that lump them all together like they just don't know nothing, right. That, you know, Joy Taylor don't know nothing. Why are we assuming that she doesn't know anything? I just don't understand. Because she's a younger woman? So she must not know anything about sports.
As we just covered, as you brought out, she has a degree.
She's a degree in journalism. She was doing sports radio prior. So I don't know. It's just it's coming off very sexist.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well said. Go ahead, continue.
Yes. No, we don't. And Joy Taylor knows that. She knows that she has very little to offer. And so what does she end up offering up? If she doesn't have insight, if she hasn't paid her dues and become some great journalist, what does she have to offer? And what has she been offering on Fox Sports? And I don't say this to be hypercritical of Joy Taylor. I don't have harsh.
He just said.
I know
he just was hypercritical.
I know he just threw her all the way.
He lumped her in 3 different groups. He lumped her into the DEI, the Black Queen, and the feminist movement.
And basically says she don't know nothing.
That's basically when people say, I'm not a racist, but, and then they go ahead and say the most racist thing and possibly imagined family.
Yeah, that's literally what he did.
And then after that say, no offense.
No offense.
Oh, man. But he doesn't want to be hypercritical, though.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And look, we're not like quick to defend her. We just we're being objective. We just trying to get the information, family.
That's all. We're just trying to get the information. We're asking questions. But what Jason Whitlock is talking about right now just sounds crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Decarious says her brother in the Hall of Fame. She qualified.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure she was around football a lot growing up. I mean, if your brother is in the Hall of Fame, was in the NFL, obviously that gives you some inside insight that not everybody is going to have.
Yes. And yeah, relationships is key, family. It is about who you know, as we said.
It is. It's very important, you know? And hey, it's just a part of reality. A part of reality is that it's not always what you know, but sometimes it's who you know.
You know what? Maybe I'm not able to, maybe I have to put the comments like on, like when I pop up the chat and highlight the comment on the screen. Maybe I got to do that beforehand. Oh, also, we don't have an icon for it. That's why it's not linked up. Okay. Yeah. So sorry, Decarius. We really want to highlight the gems that you're dropping in the chat, but your brother ain't set it up yet. So apologies. Sorry, family.
Yeah.
You dropping some gems for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't set it up yet. I forgot.
Hey, it's all good. We are still new to this live thing, so bear with us, family.
Yes, for sure. All right. So, you want to go ahead and continue?
Yes, let's go ahead on and dig back in.
All right, let's get it. Make sure the screen is shared. There we go.
Opinions of Joy Taylor. She's not someone that I didn't get along with. I basically, for the most part, just kept my distance from Joy Taylor. And I kept my distance not because I didn't like her. It's just because I knew myself. I know myself. I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. It's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay, keep your distance. That's going to get you into trouble.
It's obviously on his mind.
Clearly. And he says he knows himself. He knows what he's capable of. What does that mean?
Yeah. Can you elaborate on when you know what you're capable of? There's some stuff. I mean, we've all done some stuff. So, we ain't all done the same stuff.
Yeah.
That certain people have
done.
What
are you referring to? Huh?
Yeah. No. There's been some claims about Jason Whitlock, some things that he's done.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop there. Maybe that could be another show. It's not my style to be messy unless somebody's coming after us. You feel me? So, but I've seen other famous YouTube content creators come at Jason Whitlock.
About certain things that he was doing
about his dating. Yeah, about his dating. Yeah, which it's activity that does not line up with scripture. I'll just leave it at that, just to be objective and fair. And being objective and fair don't mean we gotta be weak or whatever, because that's not what we are. But for you to basically hyperly criticize this woman here, well, the same thing can happen to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's information out there. It's public information in regards to his dating. I mean, he definitely was not following scripture. Because he says he's a believer.
Yeah, that's what he says.
That's what he says. So, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I mean, it's not hard to Google to look up some of his questionable behavior in regards to dating. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just drop some breadcrumbs.
We'll let y'all look that up for sure.
But I'm saying that, hey, if you're gonna throw rocks, I mean, expect people to throw them back, or if you're gonna, call people out, expect people to do the same on you. That's why it's important to not be a hypocrite.
That's right. Right. Yeah, I just think it's crazy that he's on here talking about Joy Taylor as literally like an object. Well, she had those big cans and that skin, and I know what I'm capable of. That just sounds weird.
Yeah, it does. Right.
It sounds weird.
Yeah. He sounds like he was struggling as he was speaking on it.
Man, he was still thinking about it.
DeCara says she don't want him.
No, she don't want him.
And look, I'm not even quick to necessarily defend her, King. I'm just trying to get to the bottom. I'm just trying to defend what is right, because we've called some things out based on what Miss Faraji was saying about Miss Taylor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all alleged, though. It's all alleged. So the court's got to work out the truth. They got to get to the bottom of it. But I mean, according to Miss Faraji, who was the hairstylist, she committed adultery multiple times with the vice president. What's his name? Mr. Dixon.
Mr. Dixon.
So she committed adultery. So according to the Torah, according to the scriptures, she would be put to death. So I'm not defending her. I'm just doing my best. I'm just doing my best because we're all flawed. Nobody's perfect. We're just trying our best to stand for truth, to stand for righteousness.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, she definitely not right for that. And because of the laws of this land that does not follow the Bible, you can commit adultery and live. So we're not necessarily defending a adulterer or adulteress.
Yeah, that's a fact. We're not, again, this is alleged. We don't know if she really did this. But we're just giving our opinion. We're giving our take based on the information that is available to us currently.
What's good, Bald Eagle? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, Bald Eagle says Joy Taylor was banging the executive of the company while she was married, right? Yeah, we covered that. Yeah, we broke it down.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. We have to say that, Bald Eagle. It is alleged, but it's looking dirty either way. It's messy either way.
It's messy either way.
Yeah, it's messy either way.
Yeah. But yeah, she was married at the time when this situation first occurred, apparently. Mm-hmm. She is no longer married. Right. And so we don't know the reason of the divorce. But it is alleged that the reason was because she was cheating on her husband with the executive vice president of communications at Fox Sports.
And I gotta say this as well. Now, Jason Whitlock, let's highlight his face, respectfully. Now, he said, okay, I'll say it like this. He's a quote unquote journalist, right? Mm-hmm. The way how he covered the community that I'm from, that we're from, we are from the Hebrew Israelite community. And the way he did his journalism on our community, it was terrible. He did a terrible job speaking about Hebrew Israelites. He lumped us in. It was him and two other guests that he had on his show. They basically lumped us in with other groups. Mm. And it basically said, oh, we're like 5%ers. We're like, what else did he say? Like 5%ers. He might have said like the Nation of Islam. I'm not sure, but he basically marginalized us and made it seem like we're all the same. But family, we're about peace and love for everybody.
That's right.
You know, we're all about good energy. We're all about righteousness. So the job that he did on covering my community, our community, it was terrible. Absolute trash.
Yeah, family.
But I'm used to that though. I'm actually used to that. I know it's a sidebar, but this is not the first time I've seen Jason Whitlock report fake information, fake news. It's not the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know how much research. Clearly, he didn't do any research when it comes to the Israelite community. And it sounds like with the whole Joy Taylor situation, sounds like to me, just because she was a woman of color, mm-hmm. and, you know, she looked a certain way, mm-hmm. that he just assumed, hey, she's not qualified. So, yeah.
Because she's younger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So it sounded like a certain bias that he had already towards her.
It kind of sounded that way. Yeah. And it also sounded like he didn't want her to be around because, according to him, he knows what he's capable of. Whatever that means.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like to me he has a self-control problem.
Woo!
I mean,
okay, we might need to get a chance.
I mean, we're just gonna be honest. Mm-hmm. It sounds like he has a self-control problem because he didn't want her around because he knows what he's capable of.
He knows what he's capable
of. Because she has...
He could handle that big rack, as he said.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he's been focused on.
He remembered that, boy.
Boy, he remembered that.
I'm sorry, family. But it's just a shame. It just sounds like to me, he didn't want her around because, first off, he probably already knew that she would have been turning him down, okay? And then he would have been like, oh, well, I'm trying to get at her. But she was like, nah. So who knows what he would have did in that situation, knowing that, hey, she don't want him like that. Would he have tried to make an advance at her? Would he have tried to maybe push the limits a little bit? I don't know.
What's good? Jakendrick. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. You said, stop defending Joy Taylor. She banged her way to the top. Yeah, family, we covered that already. Yeah, we're actually not defending her. We're defending the truth.
Yeah.
We're being objective as possible. So, yeah, depending on when you came into this live chat, if you just came in now, yeah, it would make it seem like we are defending her. But fam, if you watch our live stream from the beginning, you will see that We just calling it how it is.
That's a fact.
We on the side of truth. That is our objective.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
Yeah. We're not defending a adulteress. According to my way of life that was given to us by Yah, which is the name of the creator, she would be dead right now. Mm-hmm. Why do I say that? Because if the allegation is true from Miss Faraji, she will be dead. Why do I say that? Because in the Torah, in the instructions, the teachings that was given to us by the creator, if you committed adultery, if you cheated on your spouse, if you cheated on your spouse, you will be put to death. Mm-hmm. So we're not defending an adulterer, fam. We're not. But I understand for you what you're saying. However, we're just giving
our opinion.
Yeah, sure.
And also, I
appreciate your comment, fam. We can agree to disagree. It's all good.
Yeah, and also too, we're not just gonna hang her at the stake because somebody in a lawsuit said that she did X, Y, and Z. We don't. Where's the proof?
Right. It's also alleged by Miss Faraji, so we don't really know for sure.
We need to see the proof, right?
We have to see
the proof. Just like when Jay-Z, because this is, a lot of people when Jay-Z came out and the girl who was 13-year-old and she claimed that Jay-Z did certain things to her. I see a lot of people say, oh, no, we don't believe it. We're not going to believe it. And I'm not saying that you should believe it, right? If you don't have any evidence of it, why would you just off the top just believe it? That's not how it's supposed to work. A person is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Facts. On that high note, we just go ahead and continue to the video.
Yeah. We got a little bit more of this video that we're going to dive into.
Yep, and then we'll wrap up here pretty soon, family.
Yes, family.
Yes. But yeah, feel free to put your opinions in the chat. Hey, we're not judging you, whether if we agree or disagree, it's all good.
Yeah. We like interacting with you guys, and we don't mind hearing differences of opinions.
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, we are learning. That is the objective.
That's a fact.
All right.
And so that's what I did. I kept my distance. Because when you put some woman in a job.
Look, he's uncomfortable talking about it. Look. He don't want to look at the photo. Look.
Man.
He don't want to look at the big rack.
Man. And calling her some woman.
He's all getting adjusted on his chair, and look, he's uncomfortable.
Man.
I'm sorry. I got to display his body language a little. He knows what he's capable of.
Oh, he knows what he's capable of with her big jugs and her peanut butter skin.
Ah, dang. Yeah, he's definitely fantasizing it.
Man.
Oh, that man is fantasizing.
Man.
Knew myself. I know myself.
Does he sound married to you?
No, hell no.
I don't even know if he's married or not, but that don't sound like a married man.
Mm-mm.
You will not hear me talking about, oh man, her peanut butter skin and her big... No, I respect my black queen.
That's right.
Malka Shakora. Okay, I'm flexing. Okay, let's continue.
Hey, with the Hebrew.
Yeah, hey.
I know what I'm capable of.
Nah.
And that big rack of hers that she showed off. It's just, and that peanut butter scale.
He's stumbling over his words. It's just.
That peanut butter scale.
He said, it's just.
That's what I did. I kept my distance. Because when you put some woman in a job.
Some woman.
Talking sports with a bunch of men. It's a job she's not qualified for. She's talking sports with professional athletes, people that did it at the highest level. She's talking.
Skip Bayless?
According to him,
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, according to him, she's not qualified.
I know he's got some athletic ability or whatnot. I guess he works out and stuff. But what is he talking about? Skip Bayless? Did he play in the NBA, NFL?
He did not.
Hockey?
As far as I know, Skip Bayless was not an athlete himself. Definitely not a professional athlete.
What?
Talking sports with me or Colin Cowherd or other people that have like really studied sports at a super high level. What does she have to offer other than her sex appeal? And so should we be surprised that she leaned into that? No, we should. They put her in that position where it's the only thing she had to offer, and so she offered it up and got what she wanted. Let's think this through, because
it's all alleged.
Yeah, this is all alleged.
It's all alleged.
His opinion.
Yeah, but he's saying this is what he's speaking authoritative. It sounds like.
Yeah, that she had nothing to offer, so she offered her sex, according to him. Even though earlier, if you guys missed it, she does have a journalism degree.
Yes, we covered that in the beginning. Man, okay, let's continue. Shall we?
Yes.
If you go into the lawsuit and the things that Nusheen says and the way she says things played out, Joy Taylor was some sort of fill-in talk show host down in Miami who, people in Miami kind of knew who she was. I think she may have had some association with Dan Le Batard or whatever, but she hadn't taken Miami by storm as a radio talk show host. She was a little extra attractive girl.
There you go again.
What's her? Jason Taylor's sister. Hey, let's put her on radio. But she hadn't really done anything.
Yeah, peanut butter skin, big rack, and we say beautiful or what attractive. Goodness gracious.
But somehow
You ask me, I don't give other women compliments in regards to their looks. From my opinion, from the book of Jaden, that's my opinion. I don't give.
If you're married.
Yeah, if you're married, no. So he just gave 3.
Yeah.
Just analysis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you can't give a compliment in regards to like ability or talent. You're a professional talk show host, or you're a good singer, a good rapper. That's different, but giving compliments in regards to another woman's
physical appearance,
body, that's a no-no if you ask me.
Yeah, and for the women, same thing. Like, I don't think that we, as a married woman, should be complimenting men on their physical appearance, because at the end of the day, if you're married, what is that leading to?
Right.
It's not leading to anything good.
Yeah.
So
he just can't help himself because he knows what he's capable of.
He knows what he's capable of. He can't help himself.
Oh man.
He's qualified to be the host of Undisputed, a debate show between Skip Bayless, who, like him or not, was an accomplished sports journalist for a time, and a Hall of Fame football player in Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe reached the top of the sports industry. Skip Bayless reached the top of the sports media industry. And Joy Taylor had done some radio work down in Miami. What does she have to offer? So how does she get that job? How does she even get that opportunity? Because she's got a big pair of cans, and she's,
go again. That's 4, right?
According to Sheen, she's willing to let people enjoy those big cans of hers.
5.
Man.
I feel like Booker T. 5-time champion.
Man.
Okay, for all the wrestling fans, okay.
That's how we got here. And it's not Joy Taylor's fault. And I want to go through and just, I'm trying not to disparage Joy Taylor.
Oh. You just, I'm not a racist, but no offense.
Man, he's trying not to disparage her, but man, he's been dragging her this whole time.
He's been disparaging her the whole entire video.
Saying she not qualified, she don't got nothing to offer but her looks. Man.
And we didn't even start from the beginning.
Man.
Just look at the thumbnail. Single black female.
Man.
Bone, joy, and harmony. That's messy.
It's messy.
That's disparaging or disparaging.
Right. But he's not trying to.
He doesn't want to hyper criticize her. Yeah, but the thumbnail doesn't say it that he is. Or the title of the video.
He's been bashing her this whole time.
Joy, and harmony.
Man.
Oh man. Where do we go from here?
Let's do a little bit more, and then we gonna have our final words on this whole situation.
Oh man, sounds good. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and comment, family. Yes. Please, we appreciate the support.
Please do, fam.
I can remember I'm at Fox Sports at the time, and I ran into some friction because I didn't want a woman on a show that I was doing.
Sexism? Or is it misogyny? It's misogyny, right? He doesn't want a woman.
Doesn't want a woman on his show.
Man. He man woman hater.
A woman because I didn't want a woman on a show that I was doing at Fox Sports. And so this is in 2015-16 at the very beginning. And I can remember they brought Joy Taylor in for a test on the show that I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, this is at the time when I was going to be initially doing my own show, and Cowher was doing something else. And just keeping it all the way real, Charlie Dixon wanted her to be involved with my show. And so we brought her in for a test. And I didn't think the test went well. And I let everybody know, hey, I don't think this test went well. I don't want, this isn't the direction I wanted to go. I was trying to play nice and trying to meet them halfway in terms of okay, you guys are insisting on a woman being on this show because that's what everybody wants. And I was like, well, you need to bring a grown-ass woman on the show if it's going to be with me. It can't be at this time. This is 10 years ago. Joy Taylor is probably 25, 26 years old. You talking about, I mean, I got a lot of discipline, but 25-year-old with them big cans and that peanut butter skin.
7 times.
Nothing
7.
to say. At some point, I'm going to lose respect. And I'll be like, well, the only thing she's got to offer is them big cans and that peanut butter skin.
9. Red 9
so
references.
I have to put up with this. I might as well enjoy them big cans.
10. Hey! Double digits, family.
No, I don't want to put myself in that position. And so
Watch that back a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Where would you like it?
Right there.
Right there.
That should be good.
I said no. I don't want to put myself in that position. And so I can remember I brought in Bonnie Bernstein.
Oh, my bad.
That's good.
Okay.
I mean, I got a lot of discipline, but 25-year-old with them big cans and that peanut butter skin who has nothing to say, at some point I'm going to lose respect. And I'm like, well, the only thing she's got to offer is them big cans and that peanut butter skin.
Can't help himself.
And so if I got to put up with this.
Oh, man.
He can't help it.
Man, he can't help it.
Can't help
He's not trying to be disparaging, but it's like, why would you even say that? Like, it's just...
the carrier says he know he was capable of. Bald Eagle says, do you think Skip is guilty? You know what? We're gonna.
I mean, we can give our opinion.
We didn't really we touched on it a little bit, but we didn't fully cover.
We didn't fully cover Skip Bayless's situation of him offering Miss Farage, that's the lady who is suing, $1.5 million to have sexual relations with him. Now, do I believe that he was like, here's 1.5 million and was serious about it? I don't know about that. I mean, that's a lot.
$1.5 million.
That's a lot of money to give someone just to have sex with you. I mean,
yeah, the claim sounds outrageous.
It sounds outrageous. Yeah. It sounds like one of those numbers that we're just gonna throw out there to make it more, even more shocking, right? It kind of sounds that way. We can't say whether or not, because obviously the trial is still out, you know.
Or maybe she's trying to say that her box is worth 1.5 million. We can speak on it, family. This is an adult show.
This is an adult show.
If your children is watching, they don't have to go to sleep. They don't got to go to bed. You just can't watch this. Why? Because you're going to hear Jason Whitlock talk about big cans and peanut butter skin.
Man, he said that so many times.
That's right, the carries. Yeah, her name, big cans and peanut butter skin to him.
Literally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's her name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's her name. Yep.
Man, that's just... It just goes to show.
You know what? I'm bringing a scripture. No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Yeah.
But I got.
It just goes to show his mindset 100%.
I don't like, this is not Bible study. This is, we're bringing out the news. We're doing objective. We're having fun too. We're having a good time because we're adults. But yeah, we got to hear. Go ahead, bring out your point, babe. I'm going ahead. I got to, he brought the scripture in my mind. I got to get it.
Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely got to, because you can relate anything to the Bible, family, 100%. But let us know, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Do you guys think that, did Skip Bayless really offer Miss Faraji $1.5 million to sleep with him? Did this happen? Mind you, Skip Bayless is a married man in his 70s. You know, did that happen, right? Also, do you guys believe that Joy Taylor slept her way to the top? Did she sleep with Mr. Dixon, the executive vice president? Did she sleep with him? Is that the reason why she got this position? I mean, all things are possible, you know? So we're not trying to say that it did or didn't happen. We don't know. We're just giving our honest opinion from the information that we have so far.
Yes, we're giving our opinions, but we are going to look at the facts right now. Check this out. The word of Yah says, these 6 things doth Yahuwah hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, peanut butter skin, and big cans.
And he knows what he's capable of. Man, that sounds like it right there.
Okay, all right, let's stop.
Wicked imaginations. Him thinking about...
Okay, I'll sit my ass down. Like, Jay, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
Yeah, no, that's a great scripture that you brought up, babe.
Well, it's the word of God. It's the word of God. It's all for us. All, you know.
Yeah, for sure. A
heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. Feel that it be swift to running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Well, he doesn't want to be overcritical, but basically just hypercritical, but basically hyper-criticize her throughout the whole video.
Man,
and label her as a single black female and put her in a box with the black queens,
the feminists,
and the DEIs. That sounds like soweth discord among brethren to me.
Man. Yeah, family, I just think it's important for us, when we hear these lawsuits coming up, let's not just try to jump to conclusions and say that, this person is guilty and let's hang them at the stake before we even get all the information. Yes.
And also, too, it's all alleged. So we got to make sure that we are not a false witness that speaketh lies.
Yeah.
And Jason. He's a Christian, right? Or you say he a Christian?
Supposedly.
Oh, ain't everybody?
Man.
Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Oh, man. We had to do it, family. We had to bring the truth. Because we've been giving our opinions and our analysis on the alleged claims, but we got to bring some truth in there.
Yes.
I don't know about this news, but I can see a 70-year-old paying for some Hugh Hefner. Yeah. But 1.5 million though? 1.5 million?
Y'all think he offered 1.5 million exactly, or was it a little less than that, you know? I don't know. I mean, I know Skip Bayless be making some money, but he making that much money?
Yeah, I mean,
he just got a free 1.5 just for some bots real quick.
Right. I mean,
maybe
he invested it well or something. I don't know. I know he was the number 1 guy. I don't know about now, as you were saying.
Yeah, he lost that. He don't got his show no more. So I mean, I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna say what his finances is looking like, but I know that the show got canceled. You
want to go ahead and finish out the video?
Yeah, let's go ahead on, babe.
And wrap it up. Okay, for sure. I just had to remind Jason Whitlock of the scriptures that he claims to follow.
Please.
Let's see. 1.5 over for a year.
Oh, for a year? Yeah, maybe it was like a arrangement, a long-term.
Oh, man.
And my question is...
Like an installment plan?
Yeah.
He's paying installments, paying for the box in installments?
Right, over time. And a little known fact that wasn't pointed out in this particular video, but I'll bring it out right now, is that she did say that she's a single mom and that she was struggling. So, I mean, maybe Skip Bayless was playing Captain Save, you know?
Save a hoe. It's not a curse word. You can say it.
I know.
Yeah, I don't curse, family. I think cursing, it sounds ugly, and I think it's lazy. You don't got nothing to say.
Yeah, it's like a filler word.
Yeah, it's like a brain fart when you cussing. You ain't got nothing to say. It's like empty space. It's just words. So that's why I choose not to cuss.
Same.
Allegedly. No.
Allegedly.
No, I'm being real with you, family. Yeah, but yeah, Captain Save a Hoe.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, like like you're saying, hey, maybe he was like, hey, I'm gonna give you this 1.5. It's gonna be over a length of time where you're gonna be doing these deeds with me. I mean, it's possible. Anything is possible.
Is a should I save, huh? I want to be saved. Bay Area classic.
That Skip Bayless was like, I'm about to save you today.
Oh man.
And my thing is, she turned it down.
She turned it down.
She was a struggling single mom. She turned down 1.5. I mean,
that's not gonna sound right? The math, in my opinion, it don't.
It's just not quite adding up.
That's an algebra equation. Man, I used to hate algebra. Shout out to all the algebra experts. But man,
did you get an A in algebra?
I did, but.
Oh, he's smart. My husband.
Oh, thank you. Allegedly.
He be downplaying himself.
Oh, man. Yeah, 1.5 over for a year. Yeah, goodness gracious.
Whew. All I know is if that did happen, that is messy and clearly sexual harassment. If that did happen.
If it happened, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. But
okay, let's finish what he talking about.
Yeah, well, we can go ahead on and
oh, you just cut him now?
Yeah, we can cut him. We already know his opinion. His opinion is she got big cans.
Yes, and peanut butter skin.
And he couldn't help himself being around her, boy. He couldn't help himself. He knew what he was capable of.
He knew what he was capable of. All right, let's go. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh.
If that don't sound creepy, I don't know what it does.
Yeah,
that sounds so creepy.
All right. So as we wrap up, family. So what would you like to go from here? Babe?
Yeah, so family, we're not going to keep y'all here all day. I do have a question for you.
Oh, for sure.
So do you think that men and women can work together without mixing business and pleasure?
Oh, absolutely not. Men should only work with men and women should only work with women. Absolutely. I agree 100% with Jason Whitlock because she is a woman. She should not be in the workplace talking sports with professionals, even though Skip Bayless never played professional sports. Yeah, absolutely. I believe that men and women can work together without mixing business and pleasure. Absolutely. Yeah. I see it all the time.
Exactly. Yeah. I definitely think.
You probably see it in your workplace as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. You just got to have guidelines and keep
self-control.
It at that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Be aware of what you're capable of. I guess that his statement makes sense in this. I was trying to make sense of when does the statement ever make sense? Yeah, it's like, know your, what do you say?
Know what you're capable of?
Know what you're capable of. Well, yeah.
Man, if you're capable of something crazy, you should go seek counseling, go seek help, okay? Because first and foremost, when you're on the job, you shouldn't be thinking about sexual things. I mean, I'm just saying,
you should be thinking about your job. You know, most people are not. They're on their phone.
No.
Me. I'm like reading.
Can I get a witness?
Yeah, I do a lot of my.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it does happen, right?
Gotta have them laws, facts. Absolutely, yes. The laws, the statutes, the commandments. Yes. A lot of people, they say the law, but the law, is the word of it is the Torah, but more so on a deeper perspective, it's instructions, it's teachings. And from an esoteric standpoint, it's light. So we put respect on the law. We got to have them laws for sure. Absolutely. We got to be holy, family. And that applies to the workplace as well. We got to follow the laws of the land that we're in and the workplace that we're at and not mix business with pleasure. But absolutely, men and women can work together without mixing business and pleasure.
Yes. So I think it's important, if you're a single person and you have an attractive coworker, I think it's important for us to keep our minds focused on business activities while we are at work, right? So you don't cause any issues. You don't want any sexual harassment cases. And as we know, we live in the time, 2025 now, that men and women work together now. That's just a thing. That happens, right? Now, does Joy Taylor dress with some cleavage out? Yeah. She does. I have seen photos of her working, and
we've seen them here. We covered it here.
And we do see, some cleavage, whatever the case may be. But again, just because you see a woman's cleavage does not mean that you have the right to go and do something crazy, okay? It's called self-control. Right. And if we're in the spirit, we can be in the spirit while we're at work as well. So if we're in the spirit, that really shouldn't even faze us, right?
Ooh, talk about self-control. Mm-hmm. It's the fruit of the spirit, part of the fruit of the spirit is self-control.
That's right. So if we are in the spirit, then those sorts of distractions, because in life, there will be distractions. There will be temptations in life as well, right? But you can overcome those if you're in the spirit.
That's right.
But if you're following the flesh, then you're going to find it hard to work with a Joy Taylor and not know what you're capable of if you're just following after the flesh.
Maybe that's why he didn't want her around. She was too attractive for him. In his eyes.
Clearly, for him.
Yeah, because of her peanut butter skin.
In those cans.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he couldn't handle it. It was a temptation.
Yeah. So we just got to be professional when we're at work. Make sure that we stay in the spirit, family.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, I have one more question for you.
All right, one more question, family, and we're going to start drinking.
Yes.
Responsibly, that is.
So, all right. Is it ever okay to leverage your relationships for career growth?
Absolutely, yeah. Use everybody that you can at the workplace. No, I'm just playing. I don't be that. I tried the straight face deadpan. So where's the question? What the question is? I want to see it. What the question is leveraging relationships for career growth right or wrong? I think that it can be. I think it could be right and it could be wrong. That's my take. It can be right. I'm going to use this scripture. Iron does sharpen iron, as it says in the scripture. So you can use that perspective or that principle in regards to the workplace. We're all kind of leveraging. Like that word leveraging doesn't necessarily mean sexual activity.
Yeah.
It can just mean, friendship or, there could be equal benefits for, two employees working together for creating opportunities. So it could be all right. I did take a chance. I don't know if I'm jumping out the window. I'm not saying I'm jumping out the glass window, breaking through the glass, doing a roll as you see in them action movies. But I would say that, iron does sharpen iron, and it could create opportunities in the workplace for each other, for future opportunities. But it definitely could be wrong. Because it speaks about in Leviticus 19:13. I'm going to go ahead and just read it. That way y'all don't think I'm jawsing y'all. And
bring it out.
I mean, hey, Jason Whitlock made us do it. He caused us to do it. So we just seeking the bottom to the truth. So I'll go ahead and just 19:13. I'll just go ahead and read it, family. It says, "Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him." So leveraging relationships for career growth could be defrauding thy neighbor. It could be robbing thy neighbor.
Yeah, because you're taking a spot that could have been for somebody else who was actually qualified.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Especially if you're sleeping your way there, right? As we know, we are not condoning sleeping your way to the top or sleeping your way into a position. We're not condoning that, right? But like my husband's saying, there are times where
I'm just showing it right here. Yep. Defraud thy neighbor, you either rob him. So.
Yeah. 100%. So yeah, family. Like depending on the scenario, It could be okay or it could not be, right? If you're in a scenario where, hey, you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm just going to sleep my way to this position, obviously that's wrong, right? Obviously, you're defrauding your neighbor. You're taking from somebody who could have been qualified for that position, right?
Yeah.
So clearly that's wrong. However, right, say you have a friend or a family member that is at a job, right? And hey, they can do a little bit of, hey, I know this person right here and they'd be great for the job. I mean, it happens all the time. Some people say, well, it's nepotism. I mean, we look at LeBron James and he got his son on the Lakers right alongside him,
Even though he's in the D League now, or the G League, right? Is it G League?
Possibly.
Yeah, I don't think he's on the squad anymore. I think he was just in the beginning, and they made history. I thought that was dope, by the way. That was awesome.
I agree. Yeah. Right.
But I think they sent him down to the development league.
Cool.
Yeah.
But again, would he have gotten that spot on the Lakers if it wasn't for his dad?
Probably not. But I don't think it's wrong.
I don't think it's wrong either because it happens all the time. I mean,
that's a good example of leveraging relationships for career growth. Because he created opportunity for him.
Exactly.
LeBron James basically, created opportunity, and I'm glad he did. That was awesome.
Yeah. For sure. So again, it's not wrong to help out a family member, to help out a friend, to get a job. I'm sure we would all like that. Hey, hook me up.
Yeah, for sure. And also, I would say too, hey, it's like, I mean, you got those employees that they will, kiss ass to get that job opportunity, and that ain't my style. But I know that's some people's style. They leverage relationships by being cool with the boss or being cool with the supervisor to get that promotion.
The good old brown nose.
Hey, I mean, you got those people out there. I mean, yeah. So, but I mean, yeah. I mean, there's levels to that. I mean, being cool with your boss, being cool with everybody, and treat everybody equally. I think that's fine. I don't know if that's necessarily leveraging relationships, but yeah, being a brown noser or a kiss ass, yeah, that is. Yeah, I mean.
But does it help that person get into that position? It does. A lot of the times it does.
It does.
I've seen it before too. I've seen this one when I used to, go into my 9 to 5 when I used to work. I know this lady at my job who would do all types of stuff for the boss. She would be mopping her floors, all types of stuff. They ended up creating a position for her. Okay, this position was not even.
This before Elon Musk, huh?
Yeah, literally
created a position for himself.
Created a position for her. So let's just say, I mean, it does work.
Oh man, it works. Yeah, it does. It does.
It does work. And I'm sure there's plenty of women out there that, hey, they might take advantage of their looks and be flirting around to get, certain promotions, certain, I'm not saying that's right, but let's be real. We know it probably happens. We know it happens.
Yep. Yeah.
And we know there's people, men and women, that sleep their way to the top.
And you do get opportunities for it.
Yeah. I mean, we're not saying that's right, but it does happen.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow, we are an hour and 47. This might be
our longest live yet. Well, family, we're not going to keep y'all here all day.
Yes, family, because we got things to do.
Yes, indeed. But thank you guys for being with us tonight. We truly, truly appreciate it. And this will be our thing now. Lives on Saturday. We are definitely going to try to get up a little bit earlier. For the lives, for sure. But
we all CPT.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But we're still working out the kinks a little bit when it comes to the live streaming. But bear with us.
Yes.
We enjoy having you guys here with us. We enjoy interacting with you guys in the comment section.
Yeah.
So we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Yes. So family, before we leave, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Yes, family, please do. And until next time, it's Jazz.
And I'm Jaden.
Peace.